Well, tonight, the United States House is preparing to vote on the Equality Act, a controversial bill President Biden has been lobbying lawmakers to pass quickly. The measure, designed to overhaul the nation's civil rights laws to include LGBTQ Americans, would also expand legal protections for them. Many worry it will infringe on the rights of women and people of faith.
The measure heads to a vote over questions over renewed concern over censorship in the media and on big tech platforms. Amazon removed conservative author Dr. Ryan T. Anderson's best-selling book about the transgender movement without offering any notice or explanation.
It's not just big government that can be a threat to our liberties and ultimately to our flourishing, to our happiness. It appears that big tech can just be as much of a threat.
All right, here with us now is Tony Perkins, president of the Family Research Council. Tony, thanks for being here. The Equality Act is heading towards a vote. Some Republicans have responded with the Fairness for All Act. That's sort of a watered-down version of that. You oppose both, with growing support even among Republicans for LGBT rights. What is your solution?
Well, the solution is human rights. It's not just one segment of the society that we're going to give special rights to. Let's be clear what this does. The Equality Act provides about 60 amendments, 60 changes to about 10 different laws pertaining to civil rights. And what it does is it elevates a certain segment of our society, which is the LGBT community, maybe 5% of the population, the transgender, 0.08% or 0.8%. Of the population, not even 1% of the population. And so what we're going to do, we're going to force, number one, we're going to force our elementary school students, our high school students, our college students into situations where they have to use locker room showers, bathrooms with someone of the opposite sex. We're going to destroy women's sports in this process. Where's the fairness in that? Taking away parental rights, because now we're going to pit schools in what's being taught in the schools by the Biden administration, what's being forced upon these schools, is going to be juxtaposed to what parents want their children to understand as the values that they're sharing through their faith. Where's the fairness in that? There is no fairness. What we need to do is we need to allow people to continue to live their lives according to their faith, and if someone is deprived of their rights, then we deal with that. That's not happening in America today.
Conservative social commentator Tony, in that setup piece to this interview, Ryan Anderson responded to the recent shelving of his book, saying while he acknowledges it offers a critique against the trans movement, he also says it gets all the facts right and does not engage in fiery rhetoric. You say censoring his book is a threat to democracy.
It is. I mean, we may not be seeing flames right now, but this is book burning. This is what we've seen in times past. The Nazis did this. Now, this is not coming from the hands of government, but it's coming from the left, who this is an orchestrated effort to try to purge any counter thought to the prevailing ideology of the left. And that is very dangerous. And this is designed to intimidate and to silence individuals. What's wrong with having a free flow of ideas and having dialogue and having debate? There was a time in this country when we debated these issues and we arrived at consensus. This is the path we're on with the left. This is going to fragment our society further. It is going to create greater hostility and conflict in the years ahead.
And Tony, you heard our last guest. What do you think of the idea that it's not just conservatives feeling discriminated against?
Well, it's more than that. There are a lot of people in this country, they're liberals, who value freedom of speech. And when you're taking away from individuals the ability to speak and have dialogue and discussion, that's dangerous. There are people on the other side of issues that care deeply about our republic and the underlying principles that make us the nation we are. We need to preserve those and stand together to do that.